Nintendo Switch is all about versatility. You have the Joy-Con, you have the Pro Controller, you can play handheld, you can play docked. There is a lot of different ways to play, and that's awesome. Options is always a good thing. We are all different people and we all prefer different things. There are a lot of third-party controllers already out for Nintendo Switch, but just recently, two caught my eye. One that got announced some time back and is finally available for pre-order, and one that is brand new and looks super cool. So today, let's talk about both controllers and whether you maybe should pick it up or not. Okay, let's kick it off with the first one here, and this one comes from PDP. It is the Faceoff Deluxe Plus audio wired controller for Nintendo Switch. It launches on July 22nd. It's very close, and you can pre-order starting now. There are a couple of things that we are going to want to point out about this one here. It has a built-in 3.5mm headphone jack, which means that you can just plug in directly to the controller and not have to worry about having a headset plugged into the Switch. If you're anything like me, sometimes you don't want to sit very close to the screen. You just want to lay back on your couch and not worry about anything. Then you need a really long wire going from your headset to your Switch or your TV. But now, with this controller, you plug in a headset right to the controller itself, and you don't have to have a long wire anymore. And that's actually super cool. No more worrying about waking up the kids or having your parents yell that the game is too loud. Simply plug in your go-to headset and begin taking down enemies while you command your team at the same time. All right. The command your team at the same time thing. Let's stop and talk about that. We know that voice chat is cumbersome on Nintendo Switch. We know that. Nobody wants to use the phone app, and Discord, while being a good alternative, requires some extra steps. This controller hypothetically eliminates that from happening. Now, of course, not every game is going to support that. First, let's make this clear. Every single video game you play on Nintendo Switch, if you're using this new controller, you can plug in and you can listen to. The audio is going to work on everything you are playing on Switch. But this one also offers a voice chat solution, and that one is way more limited. Right now, it is only going to work on Fortnite. Let's say that you've been really into Fortnite recently like I have. If you are, then this controller makes it really easy. You just plug in whatever headphones you want to use and boom, it works. It just works. Now, of course, all games will not work like this. There are more games coming that are going to be supported, but for now, it is only Fortnite. Another cool aspect about this controller is the swappable faceplates. Do you get bored and tired of your controller just looking how it looks? Maybe save some money and just buy some faceplates, because it does allow you to replace them in a snap with unique interchangeable design. If you have older Faceoff Nintendo Switch controllers, you can take your favorite faceplates from them and use them in the new version. Whether it be Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Superstar Mario, Super Mushroom, The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, black or blue camo faces, you are going to have a lot of options here. I think that this is really neat too. Of course, for me, the most important and coolest part about this controller is that you can just plug in your headset to it and not have to worry about having anything plugged into your Switch. You can sit back as far as you can without a long, cumbersome wire. And the best part, it's available for $24.99. That is really cheap. We're going to have a link to it in the description. You can go check it out for yourself. Pre-order if you think this looks cool. It has a traditional design. No, it's not quite the Pro Controller, but this still works quite well for a lot. It's also way cheaper than the Pro Controller, so keep that in mind. Each controller is officially licensed by Nintendo, has a 10-foot USB cable that you do have to plug into the Switch. It's not totally wireless, but let's at least eliminate one more of those wires by not having to have an audio source plugged into the Switch or to the TV, which is feet and feet away. Plug it right into your controller. I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on this one because, hey, sometimes I just want to play Fortnite and listen to those footsteps a little closer, and I'm not wearing a headset. This is going to really help. And to be honest, I just like seeing any type of innovation at all on Switch. If they can somehow get the voice chat to work with a decent amount of games, there are a few more coming, like I mentioned, and hopefully that list grows more and more. So being able to listen to and talk on the same headphones without having a long, cumbersome wire, that's awesome. Nobody else is doing it, and this control delivers that. It is one that I have my eye on. But next, let's talk about 8BitDo. We know them, we love them. They have a bunch of awesome products. You might already own one yourself. And they just recently announced the 8BitDo SN30 Pro Plus. It's the most advanced controller from 8BitDo ever. With ultimate software, customize everything on the Pro Plus, from the button mapping, stick and trigger sensitivity, vibration control, and even create macros with any button combination. Easily save your settings on the game by game basis with custom profiles. You can also pre-order now on Amazon. We are also going to have a link in the description, and I am 100% picking up one of these. I love 8BitDo. They do awesome stuff. It's an easy, cheap way to get other controllers for your Nintendo Switch. The software seems insane, and as you guys know, I play a lot on PC, a lot. So anytime I do play a big single player game on PC, I plug in an Xbox controller. That's just how I do things. Yes, mouse and keyboard is more precise for things like Fortnite or Call of Duty, any really competitive stuff, but when I'm having a big single player experience, I just prefer a controller in my hand. And this, God, you get to map buttons, you get to mess with the sensitivity of the sticks, the triggers, you even get to decide how much vibration you want. If you want no vibration, cool, disable it. If you want max vibration, cool, turn it all the way up. It has macros. This is a PC player's dream. I am gonna definitely get my hands on this one. Performance and fit is everything. It's their first full-size controller. They designed it for maximum performance, comfort, and versatility. Look at this thing. This thing is beautiful. All right, so it's compatible with Windows, Android, Mac, Steam, Switch, and Raspberry Pi. So there is some more versatility there as far as usage goes. I also really love the look of it, the aesthetic. It's a beautiful controller in my opinion. I love the color scheme, very reminiscent of the Super Nintendo. It has the ability to function both wired and wirelessly. If you want no input lag, use the wire, perfect. If you're playing some really hardcore competitive games and you want zero input lag, hey, plug in the wire and you are gonna have that. The fact that the option is there at all is awesome. They do have more colors, including the Super Nintendo styled one, which I am really partial to. It's supposed to be very comfortable. You see the grips there. This might end up being one of my go-to controllers. I love their D-pads. The 8BitDo D-pads are awesome. And for things like Super Mario Maker 2, Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, yeah, man, I can't wait. Even Smash Brothers, as you're seeing on screen, this controller could just be so awesome for a lot of things. You're seeing the tech specs here on screen now. It has regular rumble, not HD rumble, but that's okay. And also, it's available to pre-order right now. You can pick it up for yourself. For $49.99, $50, you get an amazing looking, amazing feeling, amazingly customizable controller. I can't wait to get my hands on this one. So two cool new controllers to keep an eye out on. We know there's a ton of third-party controllers on Nintendo Switch. Not all of them are of quality, but the thing is, both of these come from very reputable companies, and I think that the quality of them is going to be really good. We will of course keep you up to date when we get our hands on them. We will bring you coverage of them, but for now I'm going to go pre-order these and try to get my hands on them as soon as I can because I think they look sweet. Both these options tackle a different type of player too. I feel like the 8BitDo SN30 Pro Plus is for more like hardcore gaming, and the other one is like, hey, if you want to just like listen and maybe not bother anyone while you're playing games, or you're playing Fortnite, you just want to talk on Switch, that's a little bit more of that style. So I do like that. Options, all about options. Joy-Con, Pro Controller, third-party controller, doesn't matter. However you play Switch, you guys are fans, we are fans, and we just want to let you know that these controllers exist and give them a shout out. Links in the description for both of them. Go pre-order if you think they're cool. Let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed the video in any way, and we will catch you on the next one. You have our undying gratitude. Thank you so much. SwitchForce out.